How's it going, guys? Mike Patrick, and in this video, we will be talking about epigenetics. We will be going over what is epigenetics, all right? Now, epigenetics is the study of changes in organisms caused by modification of gene expression rather than alteration of the genetic code itself. So, to make it plain, it's the study that shows us that how your genes chose to express themselves are not automatic, but rather determined by environment, thoughts, behavior, and expectation. All right? So let's look at our genes as, or our DNA as a book, that contains more books, okay? Look at it like the Bible, okay? Books within a book, okay? So your DNA is a book. Now, let's say you're John Doe. Now, within this big book, what is your DNA? Which is your DNA? You have a book that says John Doe is a thug. You have a book that says John Doe is an athlete. You have a book that says John Doe is a chef, and so on and so on and so on. So on. You have so much information in your DNA, it's not even funny, okay? So, now, from an epigenetic standpoint, depending on your vibration and your perception, okay, you pick the book that is to be true, okay? Through your vibration and your perception, you choose what DNA, what genes are going to be expressed, okay? Now, why is this important? This is important because many of us think that we are doomed in a lot of cases. They think that, well, for example, let's say your mom had cancer, your grandma had cancer, your grandma's grandma had cancer, right? A lot of people think it's just in their genes. So what happens is it makes people irresponsible, and they don't take responsibility for their life and their behavior and their choices, and they cop out to, well, it's just genetic. No, for people who may be sick one way or another, there is a better representation of yourself, okay? There's always a better representation of yourself. Now, whether you do the things that are going to express those better representations of yourself is up to you. It's no excuses, okay? That's why you think about a family. If you have a family, let's say you have a huge family of 20 people. Throughout those 20 people, you have all different types of personalities. They have the same genetics, right? Let's say they come from the same two parents. They have the same exact genetics. But what makes one person, what makes one child extremely athletic, the other one may be extremely, quote unquote, smart. I think, one may be more crafty, all these different things. So within these genes, within this DNA, different children are expressing different attributes, different information, different books, right? So take control of your perception, take control of your vibration, and match yourself with the best representation of yourself, okay? That's why this is important. That's why epigenetics is extremely important. Also, earlier I did like a little funny illustration. This is all the same person, but this is the same person depending on the person's environment and their behaviors and their expectations. So let's say they all have the same DNA, or this person is the same person with genes and DNA, right? But in this picture, you see a person that I know is a funny illustration, but let's just say this person has muscles, this person is healthy and happy, and this is the same person, but they're okay, they're somewhat healthy, they're not dying, they're not necessarily sickly, but they're not the best representation of themselves. And then this is the same person, but this is them in a sickly state. Okay, so all that is epigenetics. All right, so eat right, think right, all the things that's going to raise your vibration, right? The food you eat, the thoughts you think, things that you look at and listen to, the people that you're around, all these things are going to determine what your vibe is. So stay from being around negative people. Stay from eating bad foods, low vibrational foods, and take control of your thoughts. Okay, take control of your thoughts. So thank you for listening to this video. Hopefully you have a better understanding of what epigenetics is, and now hopefully you can take this information and incorporate it into your life so you can become the best you that you can become. Thanks for listening to me, guys. Peace.